So, Ivan, what I want to touch on between ourselves is the particular focus that we have in Wisdoms 123 and how we help corporates out there. Your specialty is what?
Systems and process. So that sounds maybe a bit too bland, but I think they're key elements in any business, and whether you're a single man business or a big corporate, you need quality systems and processes, and they don't have to necessarily be computerized systems, but they need to be systems. So if you don't know what you're going to do tomorrow or the next day, and you're flying by the seat of your pants, that's what's going to happen in your business. You're going to fly by the seat of your pants. You don't actually have a route to follow. And I mean, if you think of some of the quality franchise type businesses, especially in the fast food industries, they have very well-defined systems and processes to get a burger out the window or onto a plate. And if they didn't have that, and the staff were left up to just trying to make a decision of how they were going to put this thing on the plate, how were they going to cook it, what goes with it, it would be a shambles in those places. So the key for systems and processes is to actually move your business from not being efficient or effective to being efficient and effective. And there's a big difference between the two, because you can be efficient without being effective, and you can be effective without being efficient. And let me try and explain that a little bit more. So if you are efficient without being effective, you're doing things well, but you're not necessarily doing the right things. And if you're effective without being efficient, you're doing the right things, but you're just not doing them very well. So you want to be both. So you want to actually be doing the right things well all the time, and have your people understand what those things are. And it also takes the stress away from people within your business. I mean, we were chatting earlier about about problems in business, and people are one of those elements, because they're not necessarily aligned, they don't understand, they're not rowing in the same direction as Tom was saying, and that's what systems and process does for your business.
Okay, what excites me about that, because I'm a strategist, okay, so and everyone else in the business in what we do is also a strategist, but I've done this all my life, and for me as a strategist, it's about where's this operation right now, where do we want it to go, and what have we got to do to build blocks that allow us to leapfrog to where we want to go as quickly as possible. So when you talk systems and processes and you say it's a bit bland, not to me. I think it is the most exciting part of business. And on top of it, when you talk people, I think bring quality systems and processes together with people development, building the enthusiasm, the excitement that people can have about business. I mean, business for me is the most exciting thing that you can actually do. Taking something out there and creating a product or service that people want, that they'll put their money into the pocket and give it to you and maximize that 10x, 100x, 1,000 times is some of the most exciting stuff that you can do in life, building a great business.
Absolutely.
And it's built on the back of quality people who have an abundance mindset, who are enthusiastic. You put the right systems and processes behind them, and you continually work on your strategy, tweaking your strategy. So for someone like me that comes from a traditional environment, that I was young enough to be conscripted into the army, and we had to sit down and work out our strategy on sand models and that sort of thing. And then I played sport at quite a neat level, and I had to have a team, and we worked on our board, and we said, you go there, you go there. It was 11 people in the team, 4 substitutes sitting out. When you get tired, I was a water polo player, so when you get tired, the next guy comes in, and this is how you go in, and this is where you go. And we had our little, it was all a little strategy board. All of that comes together. So as a collective, we're into people development, we're into systems and processes, how to analyze them, and the strategy to bring all of those facets together.
Absolutely, and I think you touched on it there. It's all about playing the game of business, playing it right, and playing it to win. That's what we're about.
Fantastic.